action. We'll just get into the group. Hey guys. No, I can't. Hey guys, I just thought I'd record like an activewear pickups video on stuff that I bought. They say activewear, it's only cycling and nothing running, unfortunately. I'd love to have some like satisfying running stuff to show you guys, but all I've got is like PAS or MAAP. I needed at least 2 winter kit sets for the year for cycling as a whole. I've managed to buy a lot, didn't buy everything, however this is just what I've got. This is the MAAP thermal base layer. It's really cool. I think it's one of the most unique base layers you can find out there just because of its design. I mean, no one's going to really see it, but the fact is that you don't really need to wear this specifically only just for cycling. You can wear this with a regular outfit. If you have like a jumper vest, yeah, this would be really sick with it. It's got Polartec Powerwall, which is really good. It's got this really cool geometric shape right here, which helps with like the moisture wicking and the heat retention. So that way you just avoid getting any cold shivers when you're out cycling and you like stop. It's got some really cool reflective branding as well. You've got the MAAP logo right here. And if I'm honest with you, it's one of the best base layers I've ever bought or tried. It's crazy how much of a difference a base layer can actually make. I'm out in like 3 degrees weather and I don't need a jacket with my PNS jersey at all because of how good this just keeps me super warm. That is especially for like an intense session, which is good for. I reckon if it got anything lower than that, I would wear a jacket, like a light jacket, but apart from that, I think the base layer does a really, really good job. One of the reasons I do like MAAP is because I think that it is a brand that was founded by cyclists that did want to just push a better design and functionality and incorporate those two within their clothes, which is really cool. They're not coming, well, I don't think that they're coming from the fashion industry, the guys who founded it. However, as cyclists, they've done a pretty good job with it. It does fit great. I don't know. It's just it fits great. It does the job. It does really well, and it looks really sick. I don't think there is another base layer like this out there, honestly. The way it looks, choice of the colours also. But yeah. So the next pickup is the PNS Bib tights. Thanks, Miguel. And they are DWR coated, so they will be alright in like light rain. If I'm honest, anything harsher than that, I would not bring these out if I'm honest with you. They are really good at keeping you warm. They're with like the super roubaix fabric that they've got, which is really, really nice and fluffy. The bib straps are honestly one of the smoothest, silkiest things I've ever touched, if I'm honest. I haven't touched that much. Comparatively against any other bib tights, these are honestly like the nicest ones, just of how smooth they are. One thing that's great about it is that it's got a really nice tonal colour to it, and especially in these times, it's really good to just have something that's able to mix and match with a lot of other stuff, which is cool. It is made in Italy, and it does have some really cool reflective tabs back, so you don't get hit by a car, but it might not work. It has a really nice chamois pads. They are a lot of the time just based on individual fit, so everyone has a different fit with chamois pads. Some people like it, some people don't. It's not compatible with everyone, but I will say it's really nice. It is one of the nicest chamois pads out there, and I haven't heard too many complaints about it. A lot of positive things though. So it's got the Essential branding, it's just above the bum, as well as the PNS branding, which is on the thighs. And you've got an elasticated gripper right here at the bottom. That way it stops water seeping through to your shoes. But if I'm honest, if there's water in your socks, it's just going to go down. It doesn't really make that much of a difference from my experience. The only thing that's great about these bibs has to be the colour itself, if you really like the colour. comparatively, for £30 more, you would be able to get the Deep Winter bibs, around £30, not too sure. And they are with like wind blocking, like actual wind blocking fabric, which is really, it makes more of a difference. If I'm honest with you, if I was only going to buy one, I would rather buy the Deep Winter bibs over the Essential bibs. So those are the mechanism I'm talking about. The level of wind resistance and how water resistant it is. For the money, honestly, for £30 more, I would 100% go for the Deep Winter bibs. These bibs are literally, if you like the colour and you want something that will keep you really, warm. I really like PNS because I think they are in their own realm, honestly, because of what Carl has been able to do with the brands. They come from a fashion background and they have all that experience and knowledge, and they've put that into creating a really cool cycling brand. I don't think PNS could usually be compared to some other brands like ASOS, etc., because they are more aesthetic orientated. That doesn't mean the products are bad. They actually are really, good and compete on the same level. However, they're just in a different realm because they just focus so much on incorporating really nice design into their products. And I think a major shout out to Carl for what he's done with the brand. Next pickup we've got are the MAAP Deep Winter bibs, which are really sick. These are my favourite bibs, and reason being is because they've got that actual windproof fabric right here on the thighs and on the knees as well, which is really cool. When I'm going outside, if it's like really cold, raining, whatever, I'm taking these out because this can withstand moderate rain. If it's like a rainstorm, heavy, then just why even cycle? What's the point? But these are really good and they do a really great job at it. Just keeping all that road spray off, rain, whatever. It's great. The fit is really nice. Great anatomical fit. The knee area is really nicely designed here. Rarely ever get any fabric coming up, bunching around. Nothing whatsoever. It's got some MAAP branding on the thighs as well, on both sides. And it's got its own fleece lining inside. If I'm being honest, it is warmer. Not really softer than the PNS one, but it is warmer than it. The chamois pad, it is my favourite chamois pad. It just works for me really nicely. So I guess there is less foam here at the front, and there is more foam in the regions that you actually be using when you're sitting down on the saddle on the bike. I have no idea if this is the same chamois pad for the women's bibs, but yeah, these are the men's bibs. Bib straps are really nice. Not as soft as the PNS ones, but they're bib straps, they do the job. I've got no issues with this whatsoever. It also does have an elasticated gripper at the end. Next up is the Paz Winter jersey, the mechanism jersey in blue. Really nice jersey. Honestly, the best winter jersey I've ever had. Paz did work with Cholier, I think that's how you pronounce it, to make a really nice fabric at the front here, which is blocks out the wind and stops a lot of the rain coming through. So it is water resistant. Again, not waterproof. So if you are out in conditions that are really bad, you are just going to get soaked. That's just the reality of things. It does have the really nice Super Ube fleece lining as well, which is really warm. It also does have YKK zips, which is really cool to see, and a guard zip as well. One of the reasons I really like this jersey is because it's just so aero. It fits really nice, and you don't really get that with a lot of winter jerseys since they're so baggy. This is just the perfect fit. If you compare it to a Rafa jersey would just sag all the way to the bottom. This has a really nice fit to it. Sits more mid in the waist. I don't really like things just sagging. That's just it just doesn't really look nice at all. I thought at first that it was just super tight around the chest and that I must have gotten the wrong size. However, when I stepped on the bike and just started riding, it honestly just felt so natural. So I think it's just got a really aerodynamic fit to it, which could make it feel weird at first, but when you step on the bike, honestly, the best jersey ever. It does have really cool reflective MAAP branding at the back. So as the front, we've got the 3 jersey pockets as well. It does keep you really warm as a combination with that MAAP base layer. Honestly, up until 3 degrees for like an intense session, 2 degrees, maybe even, you don't need a jacket whatsoever. If you're doing zone 2, I would recommend like a really light jacket. However, this jersey is really good at keeping you warm. It's crazy. It does also feature a really cool hidden pocket right here. And what's nice about it is that it's got this silicone type material inside, that way your keys don't jiggle around there. And yeah, another pickup I got was the NeckTube and the Overshoes. These are my only accessories that I've picked up. The Overshoes are really nice. They are water resistant and they will keep a lot of that road spray off from getting inside your shoes or your socks. So most of the time you are going to have dry feet and they will be warm. The Overshoes are made of neoprene. They've got the PNS reflective branding right there, as well as the reflective branding at the back, as well as YKK Aqua Guard zips right here. I've never really had an issue with taking them off, or the zips as well, as a matter of fact. They do also have Kevlar right here near the toe caps right there. I guess it just adds to the durability of everything. If you are looking for something that's bomb-proof, you would want to go look at something like Spats. The only downside to that is that Spats just doesn't look as nice. It's just makes you look like a traffic cone, if I'm being honest. Yeah, the reflective branding everywhere is just crazy. It's not for me personally. I've got no complaints about them. Would I take them out if it's really raining? No. At that point, I might as well just stay home. Unless I had Spats, then I go outside. Next up is the Merino NeckTube. If I'm honest with you, it's just really soft and it does make a nice difference when you're out riding, because when you go outside, it's so cold. You can just feel the cold just going all over your face, going into your lungs. It's just not a really nice feeling. The NeckTube does really make a nice difference. It does take a while to dry, is what I've noticed, at least 2 days. But I guess that does depend on how you dry it. I've just found, in my case particularly, how I'm drying the stuff, it does often take 2 days for it to dry. It does have PNS branding right there at the top. The good thing about the NeckTube is that it being merino is that it's odorless and it's really good with temperature regulation. It does keep you really warm, I will say that. I also got the NeckTube. I also did get the NeckTube and the Overshoes in green. I've been using these a lot. Really nice. Same thing as I said before. Love these. The next pickup is the PNS Essential Jacket. It's really cool. It's super lightweight compared to another jacket which I got, which is the MAAP jacket, which I'm going to show. It is really lightweight compared to that, even though they're both lightweight jackets. It's just, this is really lighter. It's got the Polartec fleece lining, which is really nice. It's really good for temperature regulation, keeping you warm, and again, wicking that moisture that you release out. That way you don't get any cold shivers. One thing I will say about it is that around the armpits, it just lacks a lot of breathability. You will see sweat patches. What's really cool about it is that it does keep you really warm. It is water resistant, so again, light, rain, fine. Anything more, you might struggle. It does have really cool zips, one at the front. And then one at the back. So no regular free jersey pockets at the back. It's just one pocket, which is really nice. You can just put whatever you need in there. And it does have a better fit. It fits mid-waist, which is really nice. I guess that's really classic from PNS, having everything mid-waist. Other brands obviously tend to have it just sag and go lower, which isn't really nice. It's got PNS branding at the back, and it also does have PNS branding on the front. Yeah, it's a great layering piece. Winter's all about layering. The combination that I've got has worked for me really, really well for zone 2 rides or intense sessions. You got the MAAP Alt-Road thermal jacket, similar to the PNS jacket. If it was to go to lower temperatures, I would probably use this one over the PNS one if it got really, really low. It's a nylon jacket. What's really, really great about it is that it does have great breathability. So around the armpits, it does have that fabric there. And what's really great about this jacket is just the blend between the brown and the black, which is really nice, along with the matte branding in gold, as well as the cool pink zip right there, the Cordura zip that you've got right there, and the jersey pockets. The fit is okay. I would like it higher up, but it's not too bad compared to what else there is on the market. Oh, Politic Alpha.
Politic Beta. Politic Alpha male.
It does have that Politic Alpha lining, which is the same as the PNS jacket. Again, same thing, keeps you really warm. I have found that at like 5 degrees, 6 degrees, doing like zone 2, there's just like massive amounts of steam coming out of my jacket. So again, I think when it gets to really low temperatures, that's when I pull this out. It's not waterproof, so if there was a storm, you would get soaked, just saying. Additionally, I understand it's a jacket, but when you're going down a hill or a descent, you can't hit anything but that jacket flapping around the shoulders. It can drive you crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But it's dependable on fit.
Yeah, it does depend on fit. At the end of the day, this is just my experience with it. Do I rate this purchase? Absolutely. I think it's a really nice colour and it works well with the kit combinations that I've got for winter, just like it. So that's about it, guys. That's all that I've picked up. If you've got any similar clothes that you've just picked up, comment your experiences. Let me know what you think about them, what you think about MAAP, what you think about PNS, any other brands. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. Thanks, guys.
I'm freezing, lad. I'm freezing.
Thanks for the help, Miguel.